What's going on, people? This is my UFC recap video for UFC On FX Johnson vs MaCall. Going to quickly go through the Facebook/Fuel TV card. Sean Pearson, got that one wrong. 3 boring fights to start off the card, to be honest. Sean Pearson, UD, very boring unanimous decision though. Hector Martinez, Banana Magalhães, Hector Martinez won. Split decision. Buddy Roberts beat Ciao Magalhães, unanimous decision. Got that one wrong again. That's 3-0-3. Tim Means versus Justin Sales. I got that one right. TKO in the first round. Dustin Paige versus Gerard Papazan. I got that one right. Matt Grice, Leonard Garcia. Got this one wrong. I really thought Leonard Garcia was going to put up much more of a fight than what he did. From knowing Leonard Garcia and the way he fights, dude needs to step up his game. Otherwise, I think they're going to keep him around for one more fight. But if he loses, I think that's it. I mean, I don't know if he can make maybe 135. Maybe that's too much of a stretch for him. I don't know, but maybe he should try and get moving down and see what he can do down there. Next fight, Seth Brzezinski, split decision against Lance Benoist. I like Seth Brzezinski, not a bad little fighter. Lance Benoist, it's probably going to be the end of him. He might get one more little fight on like a Facebook card or something, but that could be it. Another split decision for Mike Pierce against Carlos Eduardo Roca. Oh my god, my phone is going off. Put that motherfucker on hold. Oh, it's on hold. Okay. Again, Mike Pierce. I don't know. This guy's going to be a tough test for anyone, considering the people he's beaten. But his last 4 fights, Johnny Hendricks, Paul Bradley, Josh Koscheck, and Carlos Eduardo Roca, it's all split decisions. I mean, this guy Paul Bradley's a nobody, no name, and he's getting split decisions over this guy. He's had 2 stoppages in the UFC, 2 fights that he went that didn't go the distance, and that was an armbar against Amilcar Alvarez and one against Kenny Robertson. All the others, all unanimous decisions, wins or losses. But got it right. Now we go on to the main card. I didn't see this one coming at all. Scott Jorgensen is looking terrible. He's just not looking the same fighter as what he used to be. Eddie Wineland looked crisp, fast. He looked huge as well. He looked fucking massive compared to Scott Jorgensen. He looked like, it literally looked like a 170-pounder. Oh, motherfucking phone. It looked like a 170-pounder fighting a featherweight. It really did. Well, actually a bantamweight. He looks huge. He really looked big. KO in the second round. Scott Johnson didn't really have too much to answer to. I mean, Eddie Wineland's stand-up has improved vastly. Next fight, Mike Pyle versus Josh Neer. I did give it to Josh Neer, but it was a pretty hard one. It was pretty much a pick'em. But wow, Mike Pyle with 4 seconds left in the first round with a 1-punch knockout, clean knocked him out. Went to sleep. Yeah, nice win for Mike Pyle. Considering he's getting on a bit, in MMA terms. I think he's 36, going to be 37. He's not looking too bad. Josh Neer. It's a knockout loss. Wow, that's the phone again. Jesus. That shouldn't happen again, let's hope. Josh Neer, back to the drawing board. But I should think they'll keep him around for a couple more fights. He's 2-1 now in his last little stint, so I think he's alright. Next fight, Eric Silva, Charlie Brenneman. Charlie Brenneman was just... You could see what he wanted to do. He just wanted to take him down. That's all he was doing. The second, Eric Silva would scramble and get up, bang. Charlie Brennan will try and take him down, but Eric Silva apparently put on 30 pounds after the weigh-in, so he was weighing 200 pounds. Charlie Brennan was probably in there like 180. So wow, it was like it's a light heavyweight going in there. Eric Silva looked a big boy. Eric Silva, dude, does not like getting out the first round. I mean, Jesus Christ. He's looking. I mean, other than that Carlo Prater fight, which, let's get real, he won that fight. That shouldn't even class as a blemish on his record. In my opinion, he's 3-0 in the UFC, and I think Charlie Brennan was a good step up in competition. I'd like to see him fight someone else now. I mean, I don't know who, but maybe I would like to see him fight, to be honest with you, Josh Koscheck. You've got Koscheck coming off a loss, Eric Silva coming up as a prospect. Could be a good fight for them both to see where Eric Silva's at, considering he's done so well against such a good wrestler, and to see where Koscheck's at. Is he coming to the end of his career now, where he can't really end people, and let's see how he is. Charlie Brennan, never really rated him too much, other than the derailment of the Rick Story train that he done. But other than that, back to the drawing board for Mr. Brennan. Last fight on the main card, the main event of the evening, Demetrius Johnson versus Ian McCall. I thought this was going to be the continuation straight away of I almost actually thought this was going to be round 4 of the previous fight. Ian McCall was going to turn it on and really go. Demetrius Johnson, he's a point fighter, he's very good at getting you down and keeping you down. I thought Ian McCall was going to have the better wrestling. Evidently he didn't, and Demetrius Johnson did. I gave it, I don't know what one ref was seeing, 30-27. I clearly gave the second round to Ian McCall. He won that round, no questions asked. And the first and third went to Demetrius Johnson. The third was decisive. The first was quite decisive. Then the third, those couple of takedowns really cinched that for him. Now after this fight, we got Demetrius Johnson. Now he's going to fight Joseph Benavidez for the flyweight title. I'm picking Joseph Benavidez should beat Demetrius Johnson. I think he's going to do a lot better with not maybe getting taken down and staying on the feet and probably winning a decision. Ian McCall, kind of back to the drawing board. I think they might put him against, I can't remember the dude, who that Jack dude was, that Japanese dude who Joseph Benavidez fought in back in Australia in March. But maybe they put him against each other, and whoever wins then becomes the number one contender, or even maybe put him against John Dodson. John Dodson is actually ranked in the top 10 at flyweight. He was when he was actually in the Ultimate Fighter. So was that dude Lewis Gildenot. They were both ranked in the top 10 at flyweight. I think Lewis Gildenot was ranked in the top 5. So yeah, give him one of those guys. It's going to take a while for it to get really, excuse me, to get evened out. I'd like to see them. Oh my God, not again. I'd like to see them bring in Jesus De Silva, who Ian McCall fought to beat, to be the number 1 in the world, and try and get a bit of depth into this division. It's going to take a while, probably a couple of years to get it off and running. But yeah, that's it. Quick fight of the night went to Eddie Wine and Scott Jorgensen. Knockout of the night went to Mike Pyle, and submission of the night went to Eric Silva for that rear naked choke. That's it, guys. Ciao for now.